Welcome back to the channel, guys. Poor boys everyday carrying flashlights. I would say that there's probably not a lot of use of doing this video, but I just wanted to document all the lights that I own. This is probably being one of my most favorite of the bunch. This is probably one of my most packed, besides, you don't leave home without the i5T. I've got 4 or 5 of those as well, but those are good little lights. But anything that I have is mostly Olight, but I have a couple other brands, Through Night, Emulent, I have one of those, a couple Through Nights, and just recently got a Sulfur SP33 V3 yesterday that I'm really impressed with. A real good floodlight. It's got some reach to it as well. Can't say anything bad about it, but like I said, they probably wasn't a lot of reason to do this video, being that everybody probably already can tell what it is by just going off the tail cap there. If this thing will quit shaking. But like I said, this is one of my most favorites, and you see it's got some wire on it there. This is the Olight M2R Pro. Love this light. Love it. I'd heard everybody go on about this tail cap. Everybody wants tail caps. And I was used to this side button. And it's still, I love that side button. It doesn't bother me. You know, a lot of people in tactical want a tail cap. But I love this. This is one of my most packed lights too. I usually don't leave the house without it. I've always got 2 or 3 laying around close. What's the old saying? 2 flashlights is one and 1 is none. Well, I'm a believer in that, because I just struck those 2 out of my pocket and had this one laying here real close. But anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about it here. And the reason we're going to talk about it, I decided to go ahead and do it today, is because, yep, that's not the box it came in. That's a replacement, and I'll show you more about it here shortly. I'm getting a lot of vibration. Anyway, let's start out. I'll just go ahead and show you. Alright, this was one of the outdated versions that supposedly had the bad firmware issue. As you see, absolutely nothing wrong with my light. It worked perfect. But this is one of my everyday carry lights. It goes to bed with me. It sits in my pouch that hangs off the side of the bed. I just depend on this light a lot. And so I contacted Olight, and I said, this is my everyday carry. I really don't want to wait on another one because of the bad firmware. Of course, it hasn't done it, but it may not never do it. But I don't want to take that chance and be in a situation that I need it and not have it, or have it and it not work. So I contacted Olight's customer service, and they're like, yeah, we'll get you a replacement out. I sent them the pictures, serial numbers, and they said, I will get you a replacement out as soon as possible. And I also bought this light secondhand as well. I never got anything with it. I explained to them that, hey, I bought an outdated one. I've been using it. I love it. It's my everyday carry. I don't want to wait. I don't want to have to send it in and turn around and wait on another one. I had seen some guy had said that he had seen his in February, and in June it still wasn't back. So, I didn't want to go that long without mine. But anyway, it took them about 4 days to have me a new light sitting in my mailbox. That's hard to beat. Olight is up to par on their stuff, and their customer service, they probably couldn't have treated me any better. Let's show you more about the difference between these two, and I'll show you, just in case if you didn't know, I'll show you the difference between the older ones and the new ones here. And I want to kind of show you too, if you've never seen these, just an unbox, which it shows you that you got your insulating film, which will run from the top side to the bottom side as well. Shows you your charger. But anyway, let's get this baby out of here so I can show you. It comes with the typical Olight holster, which I love it. I can't believe that they're able to make these and send them out, which I have heard some people complain about them, saying that they rip right here above the D-ring, which I found the D-ring pretty handy. I'll hang it up on a peg or something other beside the nightstand or whatever, but it's kind of handy. I've used it quite a bit. I have heard people saying, oh, I've lost my light off my backpack because of this button. You know, stuff's going to happen. You're going to snag stuff. I like that little loop there too. But anyway, that's to go on your backpack. And if you're going to wear it on your belt, this is where a lot of people seem to mess up. It has a belt loop behind it, so make sure if you're going to pack this holster on a belt to slide it in the belt loop instead of the backpack loop. I've personally, I have one with the Seeker 2 Pro, and I've not had any bad luck out of it. I've had nothing but good luck, and so I will continue. Although I do like the polymer holsters, and they make one for this light too. I wish I'd have got the bundle package now. But your light sits down in there, and it's got a place for your belt clip to go down in your polymer holster. All right, it's kind of like this, but it has a slit cut out for your polymer holster. And if you see these cheap things on eBay, they work perfect. Hear that retention it has there? But it won't work with the belt clip. I like my belt clip. And you can get the smooth bezel for these as well, which I probably will. That right there tends to poke me a little bit, but I would sure hate to get hit with that need be. Ever put in a situation, that right there would surely do some damage. But anyway, I just want to show you guys that $7 or $8 holsters off Amazon, I think, or eBay is where I got that one. They also have the Seeker 2 Pro holster, which is straight from Olight. This one was purchased on eBay as well, but still, this belt clip will work with this one. And you see, it has a place to tighten the retention up as well. And no danger of it going anywhere. You'll be able to use it for a walk light, just as if the Seeker 2 Pro was put in there. Although it is made perfect for this Seeker 2 Pro. But still, if you guys got one of these laying around and just, oh, well, I wonder if that'll work. Well, it works. It works perfect. Actually, I probably won't buy another holster, being that I have this one. But alrighty, let's pull this thing out of here and show you kind of the difference between the old and the new. Lay this belt clip up out of the way. Then we'll stick the old one to the side. This is the new one. My goodness, ain't that pretty. Although I think the OD green is probably the prettiest version they make. Fits the hand perfect, perfect, perfect. Anyway, back to that tail cap. As you see, it needs to be changed, charged. But everybody wants the tail cap. Well, Olight made it easy for everybody. They give them the tail cap and the side switch button. I'll explain more of that. But anyway, you see, I think it's 180 degrees. Let me zoom out. There we go. All right. See that? There it is. Old one, new one. So if it has this right here, you have an updated version. This the little Olight symbol means you have an updated version of that. Looks like no, it was just something laying on it. I started saying it had a spot on it, but it don't. It's going to have many spots on it. This, guys, is the lot to own. If you don't own one of these, well, you should. And I need to take that belt clip off anyway to show you. It will fit here or here, which I like to pack it here so it will deep carry in my pocket. Also, I'm sure it fits in a holster the same way. Perfect. I like to use my clip on the outside. I like that holster. But anyway, we will do the rest of the unboxing here of the new one. Lay the old one to the side. Seen the flashlight and the holster. You have your instructions, papers, shows your side switches, and your lumen chart. Matter of fact, I'll see if I can't find that lumen chart for you in case you need to pause it to check it out. My goodness, there's a lot to this light. I don't see the actual chart that you normally see, but it's usually right here in case if you need to pause that, check it out for a second. 22,400 candles. I look at this number a bunch because this is your reach out and touch them button. So, and this right here means a lot to me. The moonlight on 1 lumen, half a lumen to a lumen is exactly what I want, and especially if I can have it for 50 days, can't beat that. But yeah, that right there is important, and this one's important, and I use all in between as well. You can't beat this light. This is the light to have, people. But Olight was good enough to send it out to me, and I think if you want to keep your certain serial numbers, or if you want to keep that light, they will send you a loaner light as well as you're waiting on your original light to come back. And I was told, not by Olight, but I was told that you had the option to buy the loaner light at 50% off. I'm not sure of that, but just something to check into if you happen to have one of the old lights. But anyway, you got this other little box inside. It's an important little box. So I'm smart enough to open it. First thing we drag out of here. Oh, check this out. The big 2 amp charger with the red bottom. These are the best. You want something fast charged, being that it's got those big old 21700 batteries. I'm not sure why the Seeker didn't come with these, to be honest, with that big battery, but I'm sure Olight has a reason for it. What else we got in here? Nothing on this side. Let's see. I have to open this side. Oh, that come off. I had it open one. Oh, I took it off. It slid off the lanyard. That's what it was. But anyway, yeah, it goes around the lanyard, and they go all out on these lanyards. These are the best lanyards. If I'm not a lanyard kind of guy, I usually don't pack one. But if you're going to pack one, right here's where it's at, folks. It's got the button on it. That usually means a lot about your company. I mean, it's not going to do you no good if it's going to fall off your hand. I have, a decent sized hand, medium to large hand, and it's plenty big enough to slide it in there. It's plenty big enough to tie up. Love it. They also put these on here to help you thread it, being that hole is so little. Pretty nice, thoughtful of them. Olight's up to par. I mean, everybody says how expensive they are, and they are expensive. But I have about 20, so I guess I'll just bite the bullet and spend the money, because it's stuff like this. I mean, them replacing that's worth a fortune. What much more could you ask for? And plus, oh, and what time I'm thinking about it, if you have the old light and you want to keep it, you don't want to swap it out, you don't want to trade, don't want it fixed, they do have a lifetime warranty on them as well. So they will, if it ever tears up on you, you've got another light. And if you got one of the new ones, you got a 5-year warranty. That means a lot too. Alright, let's set it to the side here and play with the new one. Alright, first we'll start off, of course, like any other light, you got to take your film off of your battery so they could transport it. You have a film there on this monstrous battery. 21700, 5000 milliamp hour. Monster battery. I like it. And I like these 21700s a lot. And I have probably, like I said, about 20 Olights, and I have yet to have a battery fail me. I have yet to have a light fail me, as a matter of fact. I have a PL Mini 2, in which Olight sent me a charger for, actually this morning, with this one. It's only holding charge for 5 to 6 days, or PL Mini, I'm sorry, I said PL Mini 2, but it's the PL Mini. And it's only holding charge for 5 or 6 days for some reason. So maybe it was my charger, I don't know, but I just charged it for like 10 minutes and now it won't come on at all. So I don't know, may have to send that one back in. This is the only problem I've had with the Olight, period. But anyway, 21700. I like the 21700 lots. I also like the M2R. Just period. This is the original version. Just something pretty to look at. It was dull, and I took some mother's chrome polish to it. As you see, it's starting to go back to patina. It will patina just as soon as the air hits it. I guess that's why they come in a vacuum sealed bag. Anyway, let's put this baby back together. Positive end goes down. Screw the lid back on. This can't use a regular battery. You ain't gonna put no regular 21700 in this light and expect it to work. It does have the proprietary battery and charger that, you know, it's a deal breaker for a lot of people. Myself, I like it. I've had good luck out of them. I can't complain whatsoever towards them. Matter of fact, I'm going to stick this one on charge. I already have a 2-amp charger plugged up on the L dock, and yes, it will work on the L dock. I just plugged it up. It is charging. Well, we use the old light, same light. As you can see, the button's been wore off this one a little bit. Your max output of 1800 lumens. This one's charged too, by the way, and this baby is bright. But anyway, 1800 lumens. That's you know, lumens is lumens. A lot of people gets mixed up. I'll try to explain that a bit more, but the human eye has to see 4 times of the numbers, we'll say, for in order for it to look twice as bright. Alright, we'll say for instance, this one was 100 lumens. Alright, in order for this one to look twice as bright to the human eye, it has to be 400 lumens. It has to be 4 times. Alright, say this one's 600 lumens. All right, this one would have to be 2400 lumens to look exactly twice as bright to the human eye. And how they place the LED, how far down, what kind of lens, what kind of reflector, that all means a lot, especially with your throw and your flood. Lumens, I have I'm not sponsored by anybody, but take for instance this Catapult V6. I'm thinking it's 1750 lumens, and it's good for 700 and some meters, a half a mile light. So it's 26,650 light. But still, it's, you know, it's only 1700 lumens. This one's more, but that one's designed to throw. So lumens don't necessarily mean everything like people think about or think they would. You have a max run time of 50 days, 300 meters. It's pretty good, 300 meters to throw. That's getting out there. That's what puts those candelas up to 22,400. And let me see if I can explain the candelas as I try to in my videos a little bit. But just in case you've not seen any of my other videos, say we are taking this light, and this is a, we're going to call it a floodlight. Well, let's actually do a floodlight. Alright, you got your floodlight right here. Candelas, ain't gonna work. Candelas is that light that actually reaches out and touches the object. Alright, being this floodlight's gonna reach out kind of around it. Well, this right here is going to point straight towards it, so it's going to point longer, and that's where your higher numbers are going to come from. Is this light is concentrated towards that object to actually hit that object, when your lower candelas is going to light up a bigger area to reach out, so it's not going to reach as far, being that it's a flood. I hope I explained that to where you guys can understand it. It took me a minute for it to click in my head as well. Alrighty, you got 5 modes, plus strobe, plus moonlight mode, a drop test of 1.5 meters, which ain't shit. I'm sure that you could throw this damn thing up in the air 10, 20 foot and drop her back down and not have no problems. I'm almost sure that if mine wasn't so pretty, I'd do it. And nobody's here to replace mine, so I'm not going to do it. But anyway, it is the IPX8 waterproof up to 2 meters. Well, let me find it. This one right here was my first Olight 2 years ago. What a little thrower it is. I've got it locked. But it will reach out there 1020 or 1050 lumens. Can't remember to be sure, but it'll definitely reach out there. It's made to throw. More compared, it's made to reach out there, where this one is more floody. But tough as light, tough as nails. I'm sure all of them will be. And I use this one about every morning. As I run my excavator, I'd have to grease my bucket every morning. And as I was greasing my bucket, I'd always take the magnetic, which is a must, is a magnetic tail cap. I will not every day carry a light that does not have a magnetic tail cap, in which I carry mostly Olight, so I'm not going to have to worry about that. But I can't count the times that I've needed a magnetic tail cap. So that being said, a magnetic tail cap is a must, in which the M2R does have. So that's a plus to go with it. But anyway, I was telling you about the S30, and I would grease as I would grease my bucket, my hands would get grease on. My light would always be nasty, and of the evening I would go in, I would run me a bowl of water, and I'd drop it down in that water. I know it's only supposed to be there for a certain amount of time, but when I dropped it in that water, I'd let it soak for 15 minutes and pour water over it, then scrub it down, get it real good, pretty for the next day. And still to this day, people say you're crazy, but the only thing I've ever had this fail, it says on the bottom of it, do not short circuit. Well, when I've had some metal shavings, I used to work in a factory that had some metal shavings, and the metal shavings would get on it. Sometimes my light wouldn't come on, but I'd take my thumb, wipe it off, and it was ready. So if it ever happens to you, that's one good thing to check. All right, continue on. It weighs 6.31 ounces. 6.31 ounces. All right. Well, let's just test that. Usually Olight's pretty up to par, and their numbers you always usually work. Ounces. 6.31. Is that what I see? Yep, 6.31 is what we're looking for. Check that out. Can't beat that. For you guys that want some grams, 179 gram. There's your G. So exactly to the T of what Olight said it would be. Lay that down so you guys can look at it real good there. 6.31 inches, not too bad. I mean, you can slide this in your front pocket. I do it a lot of the times, especially if I know I'm going to need a light, or even remotely think I'm going to need a light, which I've always got one on me, but I mean bright light. But still, I can slide it in my front pocket if I'm going out tonight or of a night to feed the dogs or give the horses some hay or whatnot. It will go in your front pocket, and you're not going to have a problem. And if you got an excuse that your pockets ain't deep enough, well, now you have a holster. I'm telling you, you need this light. 6.31 inches, 136.5 millimeters. Your head diameter is 1.16 inches, which is 29.5 millimeters. Body diameter of 1.03, so I guess this right here is what they're calling the head. 1.03, so you might as well say an inch, 26 millimeters. Like I said, it does have the power cap tail, or the tail cap power button with a half press of 750 lumens and all the way down for 1800 lumens. All right, let's go over that a little bit. This is the new one, all right, this is the old one, so it's charged. Half press, 750 lumens. All right, that's a momentarily half press. If you hold this down, if you're holding it down, you're going to get a momentarily. All right, you hold it down on bright, you got 1800 lumens momentarily. All right, tap it, light up real fast. There's your 750 lumens. There's your 1800 lumens. All right, now you can go into the tactical mode. So as you're holding it down, tap your side switch. All right, now at a half press, you have 1800 lumens. Or you can, maybe it don't stay on. Okay, the tactical is half press, or is momentarily all the time. All right, as you press it down, there's your strobe you're looking for. Or you can activate your strobe as well on your side switch with 3 clicks. Double click for 1800 lumens. From anywhere, any position, off, anywhere, you still will have it. It does have the lockout mode. Alright, you are locked side switch, and you'll have a red light indicator to tell you you're locked. Every time you press it, it's going to flash red at you to let you know that you're locked. Pretty handy. That's a must too for me. I usually always everyday carry a light that has a lock option mode, lockout option. Alright, I'll explain the momentarily presses there for you, or you can program it to the tactical, either way. Alright, your side switch modes. You hold it down for moonlight. Whoop. There we go. There's that 1 lumen. Let me get this out of your way. 1 lumen for 50 days. Then you can, if I can find my switch, I've usually always got my handle or my clip 180 degrees for my power button. So if I feel my clip on my fingers, I know my power button's here in case it gets dark. All right, there's your, try to get it where you see the light as well. 1 lumen, 15 lumens for 130 hours. And you see that that's kind of a concentrated tight hotspot. They do have a tighter hotspot now. The older, like the copper one I just showed you, it is more floodier. It ain't as concentrated as this one. 15 lumens for 130 hours. Then you're going to step on up to medium 2, which is 60 lumens. And I use all of these. Every mold has its purpose to me. 60 lumens for 40 hours. That's quite a bit, especially in a concentrated hot spot like that. Then you're going up to 250 lumens, and you got this for 10 hours. 250 lumens is, it's a pretty used light. I use the lumen, or the 1 lumen, and the 250 probably the most. And then you're going to go on up to high 750 lumens. You need to reach out there and touch something. As you see, and this has a warm light to it compared to most Olights. They're a lot warmer. Let's see if that helps anything. As you see, it's concentrated. It's pretty tight right there. And then you're gonna, you'll have that right there for 160 minutes. As you see, I'm medium on battery. 160 minutes, and then after that, you're going to step down to 250 lumens, which is your medium mode, for 40 minutes. Then you're going to go on up to turbo. You got 1800 lumens for 4.5 minutes, and that's a whole lot. Usually 2 minutes tops on your turbo side. You know, that's all you're going to get usually out of a light is 2 minutes tops. It does get pretty warm up there, just from the head down to the power buttons where all your heat seems to be concentrated. Not even as much here, but around here it's hotter. 1800 lumens for 4.5 minutes. Then you're going to step down to the high mode, which will be 750 lumens for 145 minutes. And then that will step down to 250 lumens for another additional 45 minutes. So it's pretty good run times out of this 21700. That's a good thing I like about these big batteries. You know, you got all kinds of killer run time, and they've cut the walls down on this tube here to where it's really thin but tough, but it's thin enough that you can pack it in your pocket, and it's not going to kill you to pack this big battery around. Like I mentioned before, 22,400 candelas. This baby's going to reach out there. IPX8, 6.1 or 6.31 ounces. Good light, folks. Has a beam focus for 984 feet. It's 300 meters. Smooth reflector and a TIR optic lens, if anybody was wondering. It's hard to see that down in there, but they've got it placed down in here. Looks like that's where the LED is sitting, maybe about right here. They consider it medium size, and it's used for tactical and military. It reads to be neutral white, but seems warmer, like I said, than any other Olight that I own anyway. A lot of people like that warmness. I'm more of a cool white kind of person. That's what I like. During the fog or stuff like that, you're going to want the neutral white. The cool white just seems to be brighter to me. But for neutral white's going to be better in your fog areas, and they say that cool white is going to wash out some colors. I really don't care. I just need to see what I'm looking at. I don't have any problems with it. Battery light indicator located on your side switch, which as you guys seen there. Let me show you again. See, it's lit up orange now. Green is 75% or better. I do like these percentages too. That's one thing. I think it was a through night that I done. It showed good until it gets down to 20%. Well, hell, it's time for a charge then. I'd like to have a little bit of a warning like this has got. So 75% is green. Orange is going to fall anywhere from 30 to 75%, which is nice. Red is less than 30%, and anything less than 10% is going to flash at you. It's going to blink red. Perfect. I love, 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 love how that right there is set up. Belt clip, as I showed you, can be reversed so you can carry deeper in your pocket. It does have AR mounts and pressure switches that is sold separately. Probably should have had this out, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. They do not come with it, but I just happen to have a couple of those. Alrighty. This is the box that this is your mount, which it has a new one in it, but I have one that's open as well. Thought I did. Yep, there we go. Alright, what you're going to do is you're going to take your tail cap off, and this is going to slide over, and this is going to fit perfect. And my understanding, this is the same one that fits your Warrior X and your Warrior X Pro. Same way with them, you take your tail cap off, slide your mount on. Simple enough, huh? Just in case you need to look at that real good. Pull it out, turn it to fit your rail. I like those. Pressure switch, I have them tied up, both of them. Let me see if I can't get this out of here real quick. Should have probably already had this done. Alrighty, I always turn mine over so the button won't get depressed. But alrighty, see, it has the Olight markings, so it is just for Olight. Is magnetized. Oh, I left it in tactical mode. Hold this down, press it. Let's go back into my mode. Alright. As you see, they're not pressing the side switch at all. Pretty neat, huh? Same way with your Warrior X and your Warrior X Pro. And it does have a momentarily hold it, let off. Hold it, let off. Tap it, stays on. Tap it, turn it off. So the next time you go to bitching about how expensive Olight is, and I ain't gonna, how can I say this? I'm not gonna complain that they're expensive, but I am. Yeah, they are expensive, and it does suck to give that much. But you know, it's all in how much you, I guess, appreciate a good light. I mean, if you're okay to step down a notch, which there's other companies that makes good lights as well, as everybody knows, and it's a little less cheaper. You take this half-mile light here, 750 meters through night catapult V6. That's a brute of a light, and you talk about a concentrated hot spot, which it is a thrower, and I give 62 bucks and some change for that. So I can't complain there. But you know, I have this thing with Olight, and I'm willing to try some other companies, but as of so far, Olight has been nothing but good to me, and they've stood behind their stuff, behind their product, so I can't complain whatsoever. I really like my Olight lights. But if I forgot anything, guys, if you don't care, just comment down below, let me know, because if I forgot anything, I probably don't know it, being that I think I explained everything that I know. If you don't care, go hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and I'd like to get my channel up and going, a few fans are going, so I can bring you guys some other lights that's a little on the, probably on the cheaper side. That's budget, affordable lights, we're going to call them. I'd like to give some of them a try now that I've finally ventured out and got a couple of them. That right there seems to be a pretty good light that I won from Through Night. It's the only thing I've ever won in my life. It come in a 10, but I'll do a video on this as well. But anyway, you guys stay tuned and just keep your eyes peeled open for the next video. Thanks, guys.